All right, so now that we've been properly Gilligan Islands, Roto definitely sees himself as the professor. Nothing against you, Plucky, but I definitely see you as the millionaire.
I could see that. I could see that.
I feel like Lucas goes pretty good with the skipper.
Yeah.
Now,
I think
that leaves a limited number of roles for Dee Dee and Bloop. Does one of you feel Gilligan-y more than the other?
I say
like
Bloop.
I say
Yeah, I say
Bloop feels
Bloop is
100% more Gilligan-y.
Yeah.
And though it's not, the relationship isn't there, but, probably Dee Dee is the millionaire's wife. Character.
I feel like Dee Dee and Rhoda are the only two people that can actually talk sense into Plucky, though. So I guess that works.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, guys, find me some coconuts and make us a radio.
So, I'm not going to adjust. I'm not going to adjust the windows in hopes that Plucky will come and they will become corrected automatically. Which means he won't come and we're going to do like the entire session tilted. I accept that risk.
What? Tilted.
And technically speaking, Bloop, you're in Plucky's window, so you get to be Plucky too.
Oh, yeah, sure, boss. I'll be sure to get right on that.
So to pick up where we left off, to recap, so they say, last week, Bloop and Brahe had a boxing match with Deidre in the middle. Bloop is kicking the crap out of him, and Deidre's just kind of hitting him in the back of the head, not entirely ineffectively. There was some effect to it. And the party was just piling on from the stands. And as expected, Brahe goes down. But everybody's now friends with Brahe, and Brahe wants to help the party. So the party does what's natural and leaves town before the law can get them. Because when they returned to their home, they found a notice saying that they were to report to court within a certain amount of time. Like the true heroes they are, they decided that was time to go.
It's gonna be.
Yep.
I've got a couple bounty pucks burning a hole in my pocket.
That is true. You do have a couple of bounty pucks. Now, specifically, there was some intoxication that went on. And the party had put themselves in a stupor and were hard to wake up. Plucky decided he was going to help Deidre get up. And Plucky put down an apple. I think it was an apple. Let's say an apple.
Yep.
And, he has a spell that he hasn't used before called Shatter. And he used it thinking that it would shatter potentially only the apple. Instead, it shattered a portion of the house.
Yo, because it's an area of
So, if the legal reason wasn't good enough to get out of Dodge, exploding somebody else's house usually is.
Yep.
I thought she was gonna be pissed off about me drinking all of her perfume.
Don't worry, she will.
Yep.
That's only after she gets over the missing part of the house.
Imagine
drinking all of her perfume, stretching out all of her fine clothes,
wearing her operatic armor.
Wearing her up.
Yep.
That's right.
That was Bloop. Thank you very much. Bloop did that too.
I don't know if
I just wore the helmet.
Yeah, but
I don't know if this
Blue
person is
fantastic
going to
in it.
differentiate like you're thinking she will. Actually, Roto did go and find somebody to board up the house, which would be charged to Plucky. And then the party got on the FeyJammer. To remind everybody specifically, as I like to do, it's a coffin ship that was used by undead vampirates in a Medusa's lair. There's no bad part of that sentence. There's not a single thing that could go wrong.
I think every part of it's bad.
Agreed.
And the party started heading out. And in my mind, the intent was to find the person in this necklace because you have a steady compass that always turns.
Mm-hmm.
The group got away from the Rock of Brawl, and as the group exited the Rock of Brawl, the group had this little tiny baby.
Little baby.
A little baby. Little baby hatchling. And let me find it here. Where's the coffin ship?
Just wait till you lay eyes on what the little baby looks like, because boy, that's a face that maybe even a mother could love.
There was just out of the corner.
But wait, technically speaking, I want to make sure we're not getting meta, because that other picture you were showing had us on an elevated platform. So would we even be aware that these things are hatching down beneath us?
So
That's a good question.
It's an interesting point, because you are on a wooden platform. That grate looks, yay, all the things corrected correctly. I knew I shouldn't correct it. Hi, Plucky. So, as everybody stated, let me go back to this so you can see the coffin ship in a little bit more dimension. So, to give you the outline of the coffin ship, the front is a big dragon skull.
Oh, it's a dragon skull.
It's a dragon skull. And I have an icon for that you can see slightly from the front. And this goes up to kind of like the crow's nest area. The back, this is the necrotic energy that the ship takes in and propels out through the skull mouths behind like little jets. That's the propulsion system of this FeyJammer. It's an evil ship.
That's scary.
It's an evil ship. For you, Deidre, connected to this Spelljammer, you feel this. So the Spelljammer, for you, this particular Spelljammer would be more tiring than other Spelljammer ships.
Oh boy!
And there is a platform that sits above the grave dirt. There is grave dirt literally all underneath you, and there's this little compartment right here that you can open up and use as kind of like a hatch to stick things down in.
Oh.
I imagine that this.
I don't like this.
That this hatchling is not overly silent. It pops through, and like a little animal calling for its parents, its mother, you hear the squeals of this thing as it pops out of the dirt. And that is where we will pick it up. What do you do?
I don't know what's going on because I only got half of what that.
That's okay. There's a little creature. It looks like a brown wolf spider, but slightly bigger. And it has just popped through the grave dirt beneath you, and it is making a crying noise.
Oh, please
Deidre
don't.
looks over to the side.
You see it down there. What do you do?
Hey, can someone help me for a minute?
Help you with
Yeah,
what?
what do you need?
Okay, I need you to lower me down.
Why? Can I also peek
down there.
over and look?
Oh yeah, it is quite obviously there, and it is quite obviously loud.
What?
And is this a gross now? So, like, what am I seeing, DM? Like, when I, as a normal human being, or as a normal Asmar, right, who's probably never come across one of these little fucks, right? How, what am I seeing? Am I gonna be like, yeah, Deidre, let me go ahead and hand you down to this terrifying scaly moth? Like, what does this then? Because, yeah, I don't know what, I'm both above table and on table. I don't know what these are. So, like, what am I seeing when I look down there?
It looks like a wolf spider. It's got a big, long hind sack kind of thing, and it's got a
Okay, instantly no.
It's got a slightly long neck and a head that turns. It's brownish in color, and it doesn't look stupid for what it's worth. It looks like it might have some intelligence or potential for intelligence, and it is just kind of wiggling back and forth in the dirt. It's very, very spider-like.
Can I see others start to also, like, come up from the ground as well, or do whatever hatching process they go through?
Make a perception check, and we will see.
Okay. Perception check. Sorry if I had you re-explain what they look like.
No.
I'm
No.
not gonna lie, I might have not have been paying attention very much. It's gonna be a dirty 20.
You see 2 more on that side are also starting to pop out of the dirt.
I'm gonna look over
Does anybody
at
know
Deidre
what
and be
these
like,
are?
absolutely the fuck not. We are not going down there. I'm with Roto. What the fuck is that down there? This is terrifying.
It looks like a little spider.
That's not a spider. Roto, what is it?
You're welcome
I'm
to
not
make a
listening to
survival.
Deidre.
Knew what it was. Why would you ask me that question back? Obviously, I don't.
I have a question. Would Plucky know what these things are? Because he's technically a local.
These things
That's
actually
true.
spread across the multiverse. You're welcome to roll a nature check to see if you know
Can I
what
roll
these
one
things
as
are.
well?
Yeah, anybody,
let's see.
anybody that wants to.
Alright.
It's a 7.
6.
I want to, but I already said that Lucifer wouldn't know what these are. He might remember fighting them, so I think maybe a history. I'll do a history, which is a -1, so. Okay, now he doesn't know shit about these.
Bloop, you can kind of suss out that they're baby forms of Neogi. Whether you know what Neogi are, or it's up to you.
Okay.
They have all started crying, though.
I'm not 100% sure what these things are. They're kind of... I think I maybe seen them once. I kind of ignored them. I don't think we should touch them.
These aren't spiders at all. Deidre, they appear to be little hatchling Neogi creatures.
Neogi?
Neogi.
Never heard of them.
Oh, they're not exactly common from where I come from, but I did hear tell of them. And just make sure I'm not getting meta knowledge wrong, DM, what would Bloop have heard of these things?
Let's see, Bloop is from Undermountain, correct?
Yes.
Roll a history check really quick. These have probably potentially more associations with the Underdark in a Toril kind of setting.
Oh, well, 6.
It's hard to recall. They are obscure. They are obscure. Although there are currently 4 that everybody can see and hear. But two babies!
I don't
babies.
recall very much of them, but I do know that they are more prominent in underground settings.
I mean, they obviously came up from the dirt down there. But here's the only question that matters, friends. Can we eat them? Will they try to eat us?
Well, they're kind of
They're only
small, so I'm
babies.
expecting something bigger to come after them, you know?
So are eggs, Deirdre. So are eggs.
I wonder if these
Look, I
things are
don't-
hatching here. Do you suppose that the parental unit might be nearby now that these
Yeah.
young ones are
Whatever
hatching?
these-
That's a good question. How big do these things get?
Yeah, whatever these Neogi things are, I'm sure there's something very angry that we not just only have their babies, but we took their home technically. And
Can I
if
look
these
in the
things
grate?
can Fly.
I'm sorry.
Make a perception check.
Okay, but Plucky is also doing something, so keep going, Plucky. Sorry about
I
that.
was just basically just saying, I don't know what these things are still. Not fully. I know the name now, but I don't know if these things can fly or not. So if they can fly, I'm pretty sure we might be in trouble.
Luke, you don't see anything in the crate. Although another one
Can
has
I
popped up.
Can I try to open the grate, see if like it's openable?
Yeah, make a strength check. You're good at strength checks.
Oh yeah. But the dice are not on my side today.
You think that it is openable, but it's extraordinarily heavy. You can probably eventually force it. You get the feeling that they might have held prisoners or potential food,
larger creatures.
Yeah, you could probably fit something slightly larger than a medium creature down there. Nothing too big beyond that. Yeah, what would you like to investigate?
Can I investigate it? I would like to look at the grate too, because Plucky's gonna see Lucifer looking down and just like, what are you trying to see?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation or perception, your choice.
I already rolled investigation. I got a 10.
So you guys are each standing at the grate, just looking down, head tilt one way or the other.
What are you looking at? What, Lucifer? What do you see down there? I don't see nothing.
I can't really see anything. I just think that maybe if it's an enclosed space, if these things jump up here, we throw them in there, trap them in there. That's my thought.
I honestly really like that idea. I like that idea.
I'm not much of a thinker, but when I do, it's a goodie.
Well,
how many of these creatures do we suppose are buried down there, waiting to hatch?
I imagine a lot.
3.
DM, have they done anything other than hatch out of the soil yet?
Not really, no. They're just kind of writhing in the dirt there. They're making high-pitched squeals, though. Every so often, another one pops up.
Oh no!
Can I take a ration out of my pack, kind of break it into pieces and throw the pieces around them?
Just to see if they'll, like, move and get them?
To see, yeah, will they grab at the food? Will they move to get it?
Yeah, which one would you like to throw it at?
I'm gonna toss a little to C and a little to E.
In between the two of them?
I'd kind of like to get it close enough that I think they could reach it just with what's sticking out of the ground.
If you
but
do,
yeah,
they will try to go at it. It doesn't look like they're fully mobile yet, but it does look like they have mobility. They are getting slowly a little bit cleared out of the dirt. The wriggling is like clearing a path in the dirt underneath them. So they'll eventually be fully out, but they do reach for the food.
Friends, I don't want to just kill these things offhand without buying from some other people. But
like,
I'm down to kill these
guys,
things.
but I think it's the smartest thing to do.
But they're only hatchlings. I don't think they're going to cause us too much trouble.
Yeah, but they're making this loud noise, and I feel like something could come for them, and it's either we get these guys quiet or we kill them. Those are the two smartest options.
That is normally what you
Rodo
do.
had a really good idea. Rodo had the idea of eating them, and I think we should put them into this cage here and save them for when we get hungry. Then we take one and then we eat it.
I don't really want to touch these things, let alone eat them.
Well,
Listen,
I'll touch them.
have you ever been hungry?
I don't really get hungry that often. It's surprising.
Then that makes sense. You don't really know what it's like to be starving. I, on the other hand, have been so hungry I will not complete this sentence because I feel like it could get me in trouble with all of you.
Alright, I just need someone to lower me down.
Have you tried to chew your own leg off?
Give me a sec. I might have
Come on,
something.
Deidre, let's come on. I'm
Uh,
gonna like take you by the arm and just kind of like almost like drag you over and like, let's go. You want to go down there? Let's go. Come on.
Alright, just lower me down easily.
And I dangle you over the edge and like slowly drop you down to the ground.
Oh my god. Feeding
For the
time,
record,
babies.
Deidre, do you
I am
land
going to kill
gracefully?
them if they. I will kill them if they make any aggressive movements.
Relax. As Deidre goes towards the Neogi, come here.
It
Yeah,
scrambles
okay.
around. It's almost, this is the first one, so it's pretty much out of the dirt, and it rolls over onto its feet, and it starts to scurry.
It's okay.
Oh,
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I like
Can I roll ammo
preemptively.
handling?
What do you do, Blackie?
I'm just pulling out my knife and getting ready to throw it. I'm not gonna throw it though.
Alright, may I roll animal handling?
I'll say this, they're not technically animals.
Yeah, but
Go ahead, roll an animal handling check.
oh thank God. 20. Come on.
It slowly comes towards you.
She holds her hand out as
It-
she kneels down. It's okay.
It goes back on its two hind legs. You can see that the bulbous part of its body drags the ground a little bit as you come closer, but doesn't do anything.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Give me the option to crawl into her hand.
It's not
okay.
retreating from you, but it's not going towards you. You could possibly scoop it up if you wanted.
Deidre would gently scoop it up with her hand. There we go.
All
It's
right.
okay.
As it's in your hand, you see the dirt burst out, and you see a full-size one crawl out, two legs around the post, and then circle around. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
no, there was a mama.
And now
Hold on, what?
there's this much bigger spider thing.
Uh-oh.
Give me a sec. Roll an initiative.
14.
13.
Alright,
Oh,
and
lovely.
Fuck. I knew we should have shut him up when we could have.
Deidre, you're first to go. The thing is in your hands, literally.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Alright, let me see what to do here. Okay. Damn it, you're out of range.
You can close the gap if you want. You're currently you can drop it if you want, but you currently have this thing grappled. Let's say you can easily let it go as a free action.
Deidre just slowly sets down the baby as she glances up and look for, pull me up.
If you
Am I in this turn?
she can
Not my turn yet.
she can make it up
Okay,
to the
great.
top without burning anything.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And it doesn't attack you. It's almost like your animal handling check did have an effect. It does look.
Okay.
It looks up at you, Deidre, and it makes a couple of those crying sounds again as you move away from it.
Oh.
Get imprinted on you, maybe.
As Deidre comes up, can I also just say, I hope you know that in some animal cultures that when another animal touches it, the mother doesn't recognize the baby anymore when oftentimes kill it, so
Yeah, we
I
gotta
hope
put
you
it
know
out
you're
of
probably gonna have
it.
to take that.
Yeah, Deirdre, we gotta put it out of its misery.
Do you suppose that that small creature might have imprinted on Dee Dee? So now Dee Dee, it considers it's the parental unit.
I'm just saying we may have to protect that Neogi because you touched it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on it. Make sure
I'm
big scary
okay
one
with
doesn't go
one.
for it.
Deirdre, you're a mother.
I'm okay with keeping one if we got to, but let's get rid of the rest of these.
Good idea.
The sound of baby Neogi cries waft up from the grave dirt.
And let's do it quickly.
Can my staff reach down to pick up the Neogi that's crying?
Yeah, you can reach back down and pick up the Neogi.
Come on.
It will crawl up
Can
your
I get-
arm.
There we go.
I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Yes.
There we go. How do you think I feel out of character? I'm arachnophobic.
This is how we face our fears.
We get
Really?
Deidre,
Inside my head is screaming.
do you do anything else?
Nope. I just make sure the little one's safe on my shoulders and get ready for battle.
Okay. If that's your turn, Luke, you're next. This little spider has now nested on Deidre's shoulder.
Lucifer is looking in any direction but at the ugly, nasty critter thing. Lucifer is analyzing the current potential threat. What does the vibe of the Neogi feel like?
That would be an action insight check.
Oh, an action insight check.
It would require an
hold
action to
up.
feel this thing out.
I'm gonna move up here right next to Roto. I'm gonna draw the Sunblade and be like,
So Rona, what we thinking? This thing a threat?
I'm sure I don't know.
I'm gonna do that actionable
frankly-
insight check.
Frankly, anything this ugly is dangerous.
I absolutely disagree. Anything that ugly is typically a badass. And I'm borderline in love with it.
I'm gonna do that insight check though.
Okay.
Maybe I don't want you
finally, a
dating my
good roll.
sister.
21.
These things do have the potential to be very dangerous. It hasn't attacked you yet, so its intentions aren't clear, but it could hurt if it is
Can I
dangerous.
modify that a little bit then?
Sure, what else are you looking for?
Deidre just picked up one of its babies. That motherly instinct, any creature, any sentient being knows that when you with a mom's baby, it's never good. So is there any vibe off of that? Is kind of like the insight that I was going for. Is there any energy that I'm getting off where like now it's like a threat this thing is targeting either me or another party member?
It's moving with a purpose, and it has attention towards the party.
Okay.
Whether it attacks
I'm
you
gonna
or
just-
not, I don't know if it's decided yet.
I'm gonna roll my shoulders, and Luger's gonna have the Sunblade, but not like draw it. It's not gonna be sheathed out or anything. And that's gonna be the end of his turn.
Okay, Roto.
Are we all just gonna stand here and look at this? I don't think I like that plan.
I'm with you, Roto.
Roto's gonna hit the Neogi, the adult Neogi, with Ray of Frost.
Chili.
Oh.
17 to hit.
That hits. You hit it dead center in its spidery mass.
14 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. And do you stay where you're at?
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
Lucky.
I'm going to do something I imagine is a bit unorthodox.
Like shatter on an apple in a house.
Well, I was debating. I have a deck of cards. I was debating on throwing a card in it and then shattering it, but I don't want to damage anything again.
Like the skiff that we are currently aboard?
Yeah, that specific thing I don't want to destroy.
I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen if you guys destroy an already questionable ship? Really?
I'm stuck floating in a
No,
wavy line.
it's moving
in space.
now. It's moving now. If Plucky shatters it, it might stop moving. And
Well,
we're in
here's
the
what
middle
I
of
want to do.
space.
Here's what I want to do. I want to talk about it first to see if it's doable. So I already I have my dagger out ready to throw it. I want to use heat metal on it, turn towards them, and then get ready as my bonus action. What is it called? Steady aim. Give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn, provided you haven't moved during this turn. After you use it, your speed is 0 until the end of your current turn. So just heat up my blade and get ready to throw it with advantage next turn.
Okay, so you want to use heat metal on your dagger.
Yes.
Okay.
And then hold it for 6 seconds straight and then throw it with advantage next turn.
Would that not hurt you?
How's your damage? How's your heat resistance?
I have no clue. How do I check my heat resistance?
So let's run it like this. You use heat metal on yourself. That is the thing you're holding.
I would imagine I'd use it on the blade itself, not on the handle.
What's your handle made of?
I'd imagine it's at least covered in leather.
It's still gonna get decently hot. Imagine. Let's see if it gives a temperature. I mean, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying it might hurt you a little bit too. Any creature in physical contact with the object. So this proposes an interesting question and a dangerous precedent to set.
I mean, if I could do it in 3 turns and let's see. Could I?
I can also think that second paragraph matters a lot here.
What's the second paragraph?
If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or drop the object if it can. Imagine you're heating it up to intense heat. You're gonna feel some you're still gonna feel some of it. If you can hold on. So here's probably the best way to call it. You can certainly heat up your dagger, and as such, you would take at least some of the damage. Then you would have to make a Constitution saving throw to hold on to the dagger, and a Constitution saving throw to keep concentration on the spell, i.e. concentration at disadvantage. And if that makes it through the first turn, then you can throw the dagger. Potentially... Let's not give you too much damage. It's possible, but it's a high risk. You're going for high reward, high risk kind of scenario.
I feel like it's something showy he would do, but let's do something else showy that's less of an issue and could be a lot more interesting.
I'm up for interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to for this turn, I'm just going to simply try to throw a dagger in the big one's head.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move to the closer, like past Roto, and then I'm gonna throw it
Okay. Yeah, if you're within 20 feet, it's a regular attack.
This is about 20 feet.
And yep.
All right, so let's see. Please be good. Please be good. 16.
Is enough to hit.
All right, so I'm aiming directly for its head, which does 5 damage.
Okay.
And then
You can see blood tear into it. The dagger doesn't stick into its head, but it does slash through it.
so I have one next question, because my plan's gonna stay the same no matter what. But if I use Shatter, will my dagger get destroyed?
So any non-magical item that's in a Shatter's path, it's let's say we'll cross the bridge if you shatter with it.
Alrighty, because I have 3 more if I do Shatter it.
Daggers aren't the most uncommon item.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not the biggest problem if I do break it.
Okay. Plucky, anything else?
Oh, wait a minute. I can also throw a second one, because I have the Nick thing, right? Let me double check.
They are light weapons.
I have a proficiency in simple weapons, so I don't know if I can.
I think the throw property goes with 2 light daggers, so let's say yes.
Alright, then I'll just throw a second one, which is going to be 9.
It doesn't fly.
This one I don't have.
It doesn't fly off the ship, but it doesn't hit it either.
Oh well, that's I'm gonna need to pick that up later.
All right.
And then that's the end of my turn.
The thing is bleeding, and it's bleeding. It's greenish, oozish blood, which is always good. Loop, and the really interesting when I use the auto roll feature, it almost always rolls underneath you guys for combat.
Yay!
Which is good for you guys. Bloop.
Oh boy, I'm kind of torn now between what to do since people are starting to get into combat with this thing. Let's see. Okay, Bloop is going to. What do I have here? I have no. Nope, I do not have any. Oh wait, yes I do. I do have a potential ranged option. Bloop is going to run up, and how far of a drop is it from here?
It's just like a 6-foot platform.
Okay. Bloop will sort of like take a slide and like drop down, and sort of take a wide stance just in case there's any other hatchlings beneath him. And will call out to the creature with, wait, if we return your little ones to you, will you mean us any harm?
It answers you. What language do you say it in?
He would probably say it in Undercommon, given that he knows it's a creature from the Underdark.
It answers in Undercommon. It demands you take it home.
Wait, this thing's talking?
This thing starts to talk.
I guess so.
I'm so sorry. I got a knife in your forehead. I'm so sorry.
It looks at you, Plucky, and it starts speaking in common. That hurt, young man.
I'm sorry. Shit.
Oh, geez, madam?
We want to go home.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where,
Excuse us. We are so sorry. Where is home?
Yeah, we can take you home. Sorry.
Where is home for Neogi?
It's one of its spider arms reaches over the side and points in a direction.
Are you telling me we're offering rides now?
Lucifer's gonna grab onto whatever steers the boat or the ship or whatever and jerk the ship that way.
Just like it looks, it is a glowing sphere above it. As you touch it, Deidre and Luke. Deidre, make a Constitution saving throw. Luke, make a Constitution check.
Oh boy. 16.
5.
Deidre, your connection to the Spelljammer remains intact, but you can feel the ship jolt as Luke tries to take the helm. Without being in control of the Spelljammer, though, the ship does not move.
Oh, look!
Luke's gonna keep trying to like jerk his hands into like the globe and might even like start punching it to try to get it to turn.
Want me to roll the Constitution save throw?
Nope, at least for this round, he is unable to take control of the boat.
Unable to take control of the boat. Daedra, I need your help. Put this boat in that direction. And can I take out a puck and see if any of the bounty pucks are like beeping when we go off in that direction?
It takes an action to try to use one of the pucks, and the pucks only give you like a directional beep.
No, it's not my turn yet.
Question above table.
I totally realized I moved out of turn 2, so sorry.
It's fine.
I'll go back.
It's fine. What's your no, it's fine.
We're talking and I'm like, oh, everyone thought I was like, okay, cool.
No, I'm
We're
good.
done.
I'm good with the move. We'll just call that your action in advance.
Okay, cool. That's my movement in advance and action. Oh, that's my turn.
Plucky, what's your question?
Would theoretically there be a bounty puck on Plucky?
It takes a lot to get a bounty puck.
Plucky's done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but a lot. Right now, Plucky's still on the lower rungs of the criminal world ladder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bloop, do you do anything else with your turn?
Nope. Bloop will just sort of like stand there, sort of between the two hatchlings, looking at this Neogi, trying to see if we can parlay, but if not, he's absolutely ready for a fight.
Okay. And it goes to them.
Mm-hmm.
Its movement speed is reduced by 10, correct?
Correct.
All right. It
Yep.
takes just 2 little steps. And Bloop, can you do me a favor and make a wisdom saving throw? It says, "Take me home again" in Undercommon.
Take me home, country road. Wisdom saving throw.
Take me home, last boy, we're on a ship. So ahoy!
West Virginia.
Steamy mountains. Oh, sorry. We listened to different versions of that song.
Everybody's singing about my state. Bloop, it asks you, but you also feel that it slightly more than asks you, like it's doing whatever it can to try to bring you around to its way of thinking, but you managed to shake it off.
Bloop just like sort of tilts his pseudopod head, and he's like, "We will take you home, Neogi creature, as long as you do not harm our friends."
Another one comes up. Luke, it sees you at the helm. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I gotta say, I'm quite wise. Not today, though. Not today.
Luke, you suddenly realize that it is not hostile towards you. It is your friend, and you will do what it asks, and it's asking you to take it home.
I'm gonna turn and be like, what the fuck do you think I'm trying to do with this stupid globe here? Do you want to give me control? No? Then you just butt out of it, okay? I'm trying. Bloody hell, just give a guy a freaking break, will you? And he's gonna continue to try to hit it to get it to move.
Which we've already used your turn for, so we can't use that again yet.
Yeah, no, that's just essentially what he's gonna keep doing until the next time around his turn comes around.
Another one appears and start asking you guys to take it home as well. And it looks over at Luke, satisfied. And Roto, it looks at you. Could you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Uh-oh.
19.
You feel it also trying to persuade you with more than just words, but you manage to not fall under that charm of this very charming spider.
Charming spider.
And the other little spider creatures start to slide up the center, and they start crawling towards the platform, just crying. Plucky, do you let this thing go by you? It's
I'll let it move.
It's a baby.
Yeah, I'll let it go.
It's a baby.
It's just
Yeah,
a
I can go
baby.
ahead and pass.
Alright, it just basically gets to there. And the other spiders start to climb up. And they all start to get closer and closer to the FeyJammer helm. And Luke, you feel compelled to take them home. We're still in initiative order, of course.
He's gonna do a heavy nostril breath through his nose as he tries to continue to punch this damn steering wheel.
Magical floating orb. Deidre, it's your
Magical
turn.
floating orb.
If it's any consolation, this thing didn't jump off your spider or off your shoulder when it could have. It likes you.
Oh.
Honey. Oh. It's gonna be alright, little guy. We'll get your family home.
Has no one else noticed that the spider things are trying to mind control us?
Yeah, don't say anything.
Oh, is
I don't
realize
think
that
that
you'll
can be a
realize it.
secret from the rest of us.
Oh, is that what it was trying to do? I felt a little tingle in my cranial nerve, but I didn't know that that's what it was. Were you trying to take over our minds?
Lucifer, that sounds like complete and utter nonsense to you. These things would never do what Roto is suggesting. Utter hogwash.
Hold up. Blue, you're translucent and I can see parts of your insides.
Yes.
You have a cranial nerve?
Oh, yes, right here. And he points, and you can see slightly in the goop. You can see kind of like little nerve endings inside of them that have like a central cluster.
Roto's gonna go right up and like peer through your translucentness. He's like, I'll be damned. You do have a cranial nerve.
See, Bloop doesn't lie about Bloop's anatomy.
Truthfully, friend, I did not suspect you of dishonesty. I was surprised you knew the word for a moment, but I'm gonna learn to be a better friend.
And Bloop will learn to be a better friend to you as well, Roto.
All right, guys, I really need people to make a call on whether we're killing them all or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
blow
have
up the guy's head here in a second. Don't worry.
They have tried to screw with my brain, and I am going to go apeshit on them.
Roto, they're sitting on the hole.
Tell them we're trying to get them home if they would just leave us alone for 5 minutes.
It's okay, big guy. We're gonna do what we can. Don't worry.
But Frodo, I have a question. Why
Yes,
would you
Luke.
Why would you have apes defecate on these Neogi?
My friend, although I don't have that spell, there is a spell where you can summon apes to defecate on your opponents, and it is a monumentally effective tactic of psychological warfare.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Summon beasts is a real thing,
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, that works.
and they obey your orders.
It works. Yeah.
Bloop, the Neogi by you says, "We don't want to be captives anymore. Take us home."
And Bloop will just look back at it and it will again tilt its head the other way. But you are not captives anymore, and we will take you home. No more mind business. We will take you home so long as you do not mess with any of my friends' minds.
It nods.
Okay, I think it agreed to behave. We just need to take it home. That way.
Rodo, I don't think Deidre does anything. Luke's action is spent. Deidre, do you do something? You're technically still the one in charge of the FeyJammer for the moment.
I start to, if it's my turn, I head towards the helm.
Yeah,
Towards you?
it is your turn still.
Alright, look first, get out of the way. Lily, do this.
Hey, Roto, what do you think we should be doing about this before I do anything?
Okay, Deidre, do you...
I just want to make.
Can I insight check their promise not to screw with our brains?
Until I'm certain we're out of initiative order, we're still in initiative order. So real quick, Deidre,
Yep.
do you steer the direction in the direction of, it's not a paw. Spiders don't have paws. Leg?
Leg.
Carapace,
That way, yeah, whatever body part you want to
Close
use.
appendage.
Appendage. There you go.
The ship slowly starts to turn in a direction.
Alright, I need you, Bloop, I need you to translate for me to know where to go.
They speak common.
You got it,
They
Dee
do speak common. The one behind Lucifer, he says, "We will show you the way."
So point me in the directions.
Okay, and we'll hold there for a second. Rodo, you can use your action as an insight check.
You guys, and you're making friends with things. I'm not even good at insight. Better than it had a right to be. 12.
You don't detect any dishonesty. It seems like they really want to go home.
Can't believe that I'm actually making friends with Neogi.
Roto is going to be cranky, and he's going to march kind of up here away from all the Neogi. And he's just mumbling under his breath, "The next thing that tries to touch my brain is getting fucked up."
Oh,
So real quick,
Unless it succeeds.
Plucky, do you do anything, or do you just kind of settle in?
Roto, what did it feel like when it was touching your brain? Or at least trying to? And I turn around and start walking towards him slowly.
Give me half a stack. I gotta step away for a second. Only a second.
oh,
Uh-oh.
You ever have the feeling when you've been rubbing your feet on the carpet, or like
Molly,
You
come
touch-
here, come here.
You ever touch one of the big magic balls at the carnival and it makes all your hair go up? Imagine that instead of your hair going up, it went back inside your head. That's what it feels like.
Is the party decided not to attack the Neogi anymore?
I say we let it ride.
Let's go.
All right, so
Can I tell? Wait, hold up.
Go ahead.
Can I tell anything just by looking at the Neogi's eyes? Like Neogi, eh?
Typically you can tell what direction something's looking when you look in their eyes. You're welcome to roll an insight check.
Well, here's the thing. If I roll an insight check, I gotta wait another round to do something.
True story.
Mhm.
Hold on, I hear my name being called. Again, I'm the one that should be in bed.
Oh,
All right, guys.
Oh.
I have a question.
we have an answer
Do we-
potentially.
I don't trust these things, but I'm uncertain.
I, as a player, don't trust these things as far as I can throw them, which is probably not even a foot. But Bloop seems to be okay with them, just so long as they're on the up and up.
Yeah, I don't. Me and Plucky, we both don't trust these guys. We're skeptical of most things. So I think I know what I'm deciding on. So I apologize. First of all,
Oh no.
I apologize,
don't.
but I
All right,
already set this in motion.
what is Plucky's intent?
I'm gonna shatter my dagger
So
that is still in Neogi A's forehead.
it didn't stick in him, but I don't think you need to center shatter on like a physical point. Like it has to be a point, but not a specific object.
But not an object. Yeah, you can set it at a specific point.
Oh, then I just I put it. I'm guessing its stomach is its weak spot. So I still don't know what a Neogi is. So
Big spider.
this could be. Well, I got that, but this could be a horrible decision on my part. But I'm gonna shatter right underneath it.
Okay. Shatter is a con save.
Yep. 14.
Okay. One Neogi con save. Do 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 do. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. It saves. It should still be half damage though.
All right. What to do? Half of 15.
All right. Which means it is still alive.
But
there is a big
Plucky
explosion,
just-
and so the ship isn't of itself magical. So the ship doesn't necessarily blow apart, but there's a big crater in the grave dirt underneath, and you don't have a magical dagger, so that one shatters and flies off into the astral sea itself.
Alrighty, I'm gonna look at everybody else and just be like, I don't trust these fellows, and trust is everything in my neck of the woods. So, sorry. And
Okay.
delete
Didn't
that
you lie
dagger.
to us in like the first like couple days you met us?
I think I've lied to every single bit of you, but I tell the truth enough that you can trust me.
You got some wild double standards there, Plucky, but whatever works for you, man.
Hey, I trust you guys if that means anything.
So, Bloop, it's your turn next in initiative order. You see this Neogi rubbing its head saying, home, home, I want to go home, I want to go home, I want to go home, very frantically.
I feel kind of bad now.
Oh.
Putting it into a panic attack.
Bloop, what do you,
Pretty much.
what would you like to do?
Oh. Jeez, I'm so sorry, Plucky. Bloop is going to hop
Wait,
up
why
here.
are you saying sorry to me?
and he's going to restrain Plucky.
Hey, wait a second. What are you doing?
Plucky, please make a strength or a dexterity saving throw to see if he successfully restrains you.
Dexterity, please. Well, that was a natural 1, but so that makes it a 6.
You are restrained by plasmoid grip.
Wait, hey, wait, hold on a second. What's the big idea here, man?
Thank you, Bloop.
He's like, we're trying to take these things peacefully back home so they can leave and we can continue on our way. We don't want to anger them further.
I don't trust them.
You don't have to trust them. You just have to trust me.
I think Plucky, I lean your way, but if the rest of the party is leaning away from us, we go with our friends, and we reserve the right to tell them, I told you so.
All right, Rodo, here's what's gonna happen. I will not attack these things as long as they stay non-hostile. I won't attack them anymore. But unless this guy lets me go, I am going to do anything I can that won't harm him to get out of his grip.
Okay. Does the party no longer wish to attack the Neogi?
I no longer wish to attack the Neogi.
I want to attack, but I won't.
No one
I
attacked
won't.
Neogi.
I won't.
Okay, then for the moment we can suspend initiative order. And
Can I look at a bounty puck? I've been waiting so long to see if us turning the boat this direction would trigger a bounty puck so I could validate the reason of going this direction and taking them home.
You can look at one of the 3 bounty pucks you have.
Give me a sec, because I'm going to do something clever to get out. I just need to figure out something. Oh, I know. I turn into... let's just say an elf.
Hey there. Could you let me go, man? I don't know who you are, but you need to let me go.
Johnny Bravo, is that you?
Close enough. I'm Elvis Presley, but that works too.
Okay.
I saw both, but not until he said Johnny Bravo. Luke?
Just let me go. Come on, man. Let me go.
Hey there, pretty ma.
Luke, you have...
Man, I'm pretty.
You know my hair really, really fast, mama.
Oh god, that takes me back. Luke, you have 3 bounty pucks. One is Altheid, the other is a 3 keen, and the other doesn't have an image associated with it. Which one would you like to check?
The one with no image is interesting, so I'm gonna be paying attention to that one the most. But whatever one is essentially going off the most when directing the FeyJammer this direction.
It's their bounty bucks are like single-use items that guides you once per day. So after you ping it once, it'll give you a general direction. Then it has to wait until the next day to recalibrate.
The one with no picture then.
That pings the exact direction you came from, towards the Rock of Brawl.
That we came from?
Can I ping the other 2, or?
You can. Neither of them seem to be this exact direction, but you as a player, your character doesn't necessarily care about that. You feel overwhelming the sensation that you want to get these guys home. They're your friends. It's almost unfathomable that your other friends would attack them. It's like a betrayal of betrayal.
Hey, could I do something real quick?
I don't know about real quick, but within a timely manner, certainly.
Could I do sleight of hand to try to squirm my way out and maybe take a certain necklace from Bloop?
You wouldn't dare. Over the table.
Over the table, that's my whole reason I'm with you guys.
No.
So to get out of the grip would be
We told us we could trust you.
To get out of the grip
Well,
would
you
be
can. I'm
a,
honestly on your guys' side. I just want the necklace as well.
would be a strength athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check once you're grappled. So you can go ahead and roll one of those to see if you can beat his DC.
Saving throw or just action?
No, after the initial grab, it's an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
I think I'm good at athletics. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Fuck.
Nope, you're still grappled unless Bloop decides to let you go. Bloop, he is struggling though. He's a lively one.
Oh,
And remember, I look like someone completely different from who you grabbed.
Deidre,
have I seen Plucky change like this before?
I think Plucky has freely changed at least a part of his features openly at several
You
junctures.
saw my I'll say this. You saw my face melt before.
Is that supposed to like change like Bloops? Like is he gonna be like, oh, this person I was once holding is Plucky, but now they're a random person. Oh gosh, why am I holding on to you?
I don't
like,
know Bloop's
what is
intelligence,
your
but I don't-
expectation there?
I think he
I
still
don't-
knows you're you. Yeah, he would certainly see you change in his arms.
Right? Like
I don't know Bloop's intelligence, so I'm just trying something out.
I think his wisdom and intelligence combined it's good enough to at least perceive that change.
Let's just say this. I am very upset about being grabbed and picked up, so I'm freaking out. So I'm just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Real quick, Deidre, you see another Neogi appear on the platform with you. And
another one?
It slowly reaches out its arm, for lack of a better word, and is trying to touch you on your forehead, and it's leaning its head into you, and it looks like it's trying to connect to you to show you where. If you want to resist it, go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw. It's your choice whether you want to accept it
Luke's
or reject
leaning into it.
This is Deidre's though. You're already.
I know, but if
friends.
Deidre rejects it, just know Luke will grab that tentacle or whatever and put it to his forehead. That's all. That's all Luke's saying.
All right.
Luke is jealous that this is happening right now.
Okay, Deidre knows that they're trying to get back home, and if this is one way for them to do it, she's not gonna fight it, as she says so.
All right, it's suddenly you and it are friends. You couldn't imagine doing anything that would hurt these Neogi, and as you connect to it, he puts an image in your mind, and you know the exact way to maneuver the FeyJammer to get to this point. Dude, and you have no real reason not to go towards this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, as it asks, so it delivers. Roto, out of curiosity, what's your reaction to this?
Frodo, get me out of this guy's arm. I don't like what's going on, man.
Roto, two people have become very friendly with the Neogi. Your other two comrades
One
are struggling.
unwillingly.
Unwillingly or willingly, it's still friendly.
But like, how much can I perceive of how friendly they are with the Neogi?
So, you know that yuck that people get around spiders?
Yep.
Or, monsters or anything. There's no yuck there. It's like they are completely at ease with these, and Deidre the FeyJammer has just suddenly started taking off in the direction that it asked it to. And the FeyJammer is picking up speed.
Oh.
That bothers me less than what's going on with Bloop and Plucky.
How do you react
Plucky.
to that?
Wait a minute. I got an idea. I know what to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I think
Can I
Jesus.
use suggestion on Bloop?
Let's see.
You can certainly try.
You certainly can.
I know we're already there, guys, but we're getting very heavily into PvP territory.
I don't want to fully get there. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Just stop fighting back.
Don't want to be held. I feel like a child.
So we can get you out of the hold. Like that's why Roto's coming over. We'll
Okay.
see if we
I
can
will just keep squirming. I won't do anything else.
Okay,
All
so
right.
Roto becomes the adult in the room and interjects between you two.
Yeah.
Get
All right.
off me!
You promise you're not going to attack the spider things
As
until
long as it doesn't
myself
touch me or gets angry at me for blowing it up and stabbing it in the head, I will leave it be happily.
It has a valid reason for being upset with you, but
Yeah,
as
I
long as it
understand that.
doesn't offer violence,
If it doesn't get off of violence, I won't continue violence. I will go peaceful. I will be nearly pacifist yeah.
Roto's going to
well.
reach out and pat you on the shoulder while Bloop's holding you and go, "Trust me, Plucky. I understand. I really do." And then he's going to look at Bloop. Bloop. Plucky's in control of himself. Let him down. He doesn't want a hug right now.
Okay, Roto. Sorry, Plucky. I'll set you down now, and he'll lower you down to the ground, sort of going squat, and he'll release his pseudopod arms from you, and then back away.
I look at you and I simply say, "You owe me one. Don't you forget." And then I just cross my arms like I'm back in goblin form at this point, just like a little grumpy little toddler. I just cross my arms, going, "Eh."
So,
All right.
I don't know what one that I will owe you, but very well.
You just
I
owe me a
will-
favor. You owe me a favor when I ask.
Oh, a
No
favor.
no ifs, ands, or buts, as long as nobody gets hurt.
As long as nobody gets hurt, including these Neogi.
Yeah, no Neogi getting hurt.
All right.
All right. I am so blessed to be on a space caracal full of spider things, heading in a direction that I was not planning on going.
Yeah, I don't like that we don't know where we're heading.
Oh, well,
Spiderland,
we can
Lucky.
ask
We're heading to Spiderland. It's where the spiders want to go. We should all be enjoying the magical voyage.
Can Lucifer try to break out of the wisdom saving he had to do earlier? Can I try to redo that to break out of their control or break out of their friendship spell?
under current circumstances, no.
Oh.
Wait, I got an idea. I walk over to Neogi very peacefully. Look, as a token of sorrow, to apologize for all the damage.
He's about 20 feet in the air on the crow's nest. Look down. He looks down at you. You can see the blood dripping onto the deck below him.
Look, I got a gift for you. A single playing card.
Real quick, before you give him the playing card, you guys had entered the astral sea in an unconventional way last time. Deidre, you navigate into a specific road, and the astral sea, the brightness of it, it's like you plunge into a hole, and there is a wave and a circle of things like you're in a tunnel, and out to the sides, past the tunnel's edge, you see swirlings of different light and colors, but you are currently Xing the astral sea into some kind of wild space or other space. And you are going quicker quicker than you would normally take the ship. It's almost like you can feel the urgency that this thing presses. Plucky, you give it a card.
No, wait, hold on.
Yeah, you pick a card, any card.
Make a persuasion check. At disadvantage.
Aww. Hold on, it's not. Give me a sec. There we go.
Yes, she is.
23.
Okay.
Nice.
It reaches down and taps a card.
Alright, you get to keep that card. I'm not gonna do any magic tricks, I just like the showmanship.
If you
that
offer it the card, it will reach down and bite it and take it with its teeth.
That's what I was expecting.
You see
Now
these
you hold on to
fangs.
that card. Do not eat it. Just hold on to it. That is a gift from me to you.
It looks at you with the card in its mouth. And it looks at the other Neogi. The other Neogi shrugs. Says something. Have you heard the Tibetan throat singing? I'm assuming no one here speaks deep speech.
No. I speak common,
No.
goblin, sylvan, and thieves' camp.
They start
Nope.
conversing in a third language, and it sounds like that Tibetan throat singing. It's just the noises are very, very guttural.
I feel like if we're really best friends and they put a spell on us, me and Deidre should be able to have the ends to understand what they're saying because they.
I think you guys would at
want to be
least-
friends, and I'm gonna make that case. And we will,
Roll a real life insight check.
Here's what I
life
think.
real
They
life
should at
the
least.
real life
check.
dice.
Your choice.
Here's what I think. They
Viking
shouldn't-
insight check.
Here's what I think. They should at least understand like the tone and like what they generally mean.
Tell me what your real life insight check is.
Okay.
That would be it's kind of difficult because I have really high levels, so I have really high modifiers. So I've got like a 32 modifier. So I got an 8. So it's a 40.
With your 40, you realize this friendship might be one way.
Oh,
That's enough to break the spell, DM. Okay. That's enough to shatter any sense of like belonging and like friendship and familiarity that like
you
Lucifer
guys-
might have been feeling.
You guys
The
will.
second he can't understand them, he loses it.
You guys will get a chance to break it very soon. So I have a question as the party settles in for a rest. Except Deidre. Deidre, you wanna go. Does the party do anything as the ship goes on and they start to take rests?
I don't want to rest.
Okay.
the bloop.
I
will-
don't trust
I
these
have-
guys. I will
I
watch
would like to
Bloop.
speak. Can I get Plucky? Is this brown thing here like a platform?
It's like a sitting platform. It's a stone
Uh,
platform as
Plucky-
opposed to the other things.
All right. Plucky, Bloop, why don't you join me up on the platform?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Oh, but Bloop is going to ask them where home is and what it's like there.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, buddy.
I will allow you to either join me on the platform or not, Bloop. But if you don't join me on the platform, you can't be part of the Brotherhood of Paranoia.
Oh, another. Is this another war band?
That could be our warband name.
It's a squad within the warband of people who would prefer not to have spiders crawl on them in their sleep.
well.
Yeah.
Bloop isn't. So. Well, Bloop is okay with spiders.
Just think of this. They could accidentally get stuck in you and wriggle inside you and tickle you very much, and it's not going to be comfortable.
I leave it up to you, Bloop. I would be more comfortable with a sensible person staying out here with Dee Dee and Lucifer. But
Here's about this. You can trust them. Just make sure they don't do nothing funny, okay?
Yes, very well.
You do
I would
that
like to
first,
have
Bloop.
my restful nap without the concerns of brain thingy. So
Yeah, just-
I'm going to arrange that for myself.
I probably should nap, but I'm not going to. I've used 2 second-level spell slots and a first-level spell slot.
Okay. So, we're quick-
Neogi, how far from your home are we? What kind of rests are we looking at?
that's actually what I was about to say. If nobody is going to interrupt this adventure, you guys will go through the course of a day and be able to take a long rest if the party is willing to just sit tight and see where everything goes.
Here's the thing.
Absolutely. Lucky,
I might take a
I'm gonna make you
short
this
rest
offer
if
now.
it's that.
I'm gonna make you this offer now, Plucky.
Okay.
You can either stay on this platform with me and have an uninterrupted rest with no chance of spider interference, or at any point you can leave this circle, but you won't be able to get back in. And
I look
if I think
over-
I'm gonna get a nap, I cast Liamon's Tiny Hut.
I look over at Bloop. I Bloop up and down, and I'm just like, I think I'm gonna take my chances in the bubble.
And Bloop would like to ask Neogi D, just like sort of tap him on the shoulder and be like, "Excuse me, fair Neogi, might you tell me what your home is like? What is it called? What does it look like? Who's there?"
It turns and looks at you and it answers in Undercommon. Many minds, many Umber Hulks under our control. We build spelljammers there. Remote home. Beautiful before the Medusa came. We will be amongst our kind soon. The superiority of the Neogi will shine through.
Wonderful, and we might be able to. Is this your craft then? Might we be able to either use this one or use another of your spell jammers to make our way on our adventure?
It looks at you and says, "Yes, you will accompany us. You will see the greatness of the Neogi."
I don't like that it didn't answer the second part of Bloop's question.
Yeah.
Does Bloop press the question at all?
Bloop will. He'd be like, "Oh, that is very wonderful. Maybe we can see the sights and meet the people, but we are on an important mission to save, someone. Would we be able to use this space jammer, or perhaps another one of yours, of the mighty Neogi?"
All of the Neogi start talking to each other in deep speech. Roll an insight check.
I don't like this. I thought we could have been friends, but they're proving to me that they're just stinky even now. What again? Insight?
Insight. As their throat singing is starting to become more and more frequent.
Dirty 20.
Good job.
There is a deep sense of urgency amongst all of them.
Deep sense of urgency. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. You must be urgent to, you must be eagerly awaiting to get home if your home is plagued by a Medusa. We'll get you there as quickly as we can. Right, Deirdre?
Yep. We'll be there in no time.
Oh wait, do I take a long rest, right? I'm just kind of sitting here listening to you guys.
As long as nobody interrupts the 8-hour flow, yeah, you guys would just huddle together in the hut as the Neogi climb about the ship. And let's say that we get to about a point of the day passing. You guys exit the tunnel of wild space, and you are in a place that looks very much like our night sky. And you see what looks to be a moon that is forest covered in the distance. And we are just about to that point that a day has passed. And Deidre, you have been pressing and pressing and pressing to get there because the Neogi's like quicker, 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 quicker. And you understand that there is urgency, 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 urgency. And the last command that he gives is land. And you begin to land the process. And so this spell has about a day's worth of hold to it. So, Luke, you suddenly no longer feel like this thing is your friend. And Deidre, as you start to land on the planet, you have pressed the FeyJammer so much that you can feel the necrotic pulse start to slowly dry up. But you too suddenly realize that this thing isn't as friendly as you wanted it to be. Although A is still with you. You guys are now free of its charm effect.
I'm so sorry.
Everybody who wanted to have benefited from a long rest is welcome to have. With this small planet or moon basically coming fast on you, how does the party react?
I no longer feel like they're friendly.
You are no longer in their thrall.
But I know for a fact they're no longer feeling friendly for me.
You are no longer charmed by it. However, you know that it had cast a charm spell on you, but you are no longer under its effect.
Deidre, steer us away, and I'm gonna stab it with my sunblade.
Okay.
I have a question. Would Neogi A also get a long rest?
They technically get long rest, though they get rest too.
Yeah.
Because that recovers some of their stuff.
Okay, because from my understanding, I at least had them halfway, or at least near to death.
Yeah, they get rest and whatnot too along the way.
Deidre is exhausted due to the necrotic energy is leaving the ship, and she's been up for quite some time.
All right, let's re-roll initiative for you guys to see if we can get a slightly better order, because I think we're about to go attack these things again. And Luke,
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Come on, 17. I have plus 10.
18.
Lucky. All right, so Roto, you have 18. Deidre got worse. But it makes good sense too. And Bloop, what did you get?
I love it when it fits.
Bloop got 21 this time.
And Luke, you got 18. All right, Bloop, you see that Deidre and Luke are no longer as friendly, but the ship is basically puttering down to the ground.
So do I still get a stack? Because like my stab off on them triggers the initiative, right?
So it's what triggers it. It would be the first action, but go ahead and roll the attack.
Okay, I just want to make sure
So technically,
it wouldn't matter anyways because I'm just coming off of a charm. You know, my brain might still be a little foggy with whether or not I like them, and I failed. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's continue, DM. Sorry.
Bloop, go ahead and take whatever action you deem necessary.
Gosh, what would... Okay, so what was it that Lucifer said over to Deidre then?
Luke, what did you say?
I told Deidre to steer us away, not to land.
Okay. Luke, what do you do?
Okay, I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm just trying to play the bloop and what he can do.
Do it. Be true to
Feel
Bloop's
free.
heart.
Feel free.
Bloop would go over to Lucifer and not, like, grapple him, but put a hand on his shoulder and be like, Lucifer, what are you doing? We're just getting these Neogi home.
They tricked us. They are never planning on letting us leave. Could you not tell by their answers?
I could.
I couldn't say anything because I was, and I'm gonna yell this out loud, unwillingly under their charm. I would never be friends with these nasty things. God! They put me on a charm. No, they invaded my brain. Anyways, we need to get the fuck out of here.
And Bloop, I guess hearing that, he'd be like, they lied to me, they lied to Bloop, and he's gonna reach over and slug Neogi D right across the face.
All right, slug away.
We should really stop. Above table, we should really stop attacking their heads. I don't know what these things are still, but I feel like their stomach's the way to go.
Technically speaking,
Well, that's how you feel.
There's no college
Yeah, that's
shots.
how I feel.
You're welcome
Do
to
how
hit it
you
wherever
do.
you like.
That's
Yeah,
it
do how you
it
do.
doesn't necessarily have outside effects.
how Teddy likes to play
Okay.
the game.
So 25 to hit. my
Yeah,
first
that hits.
attack.
And you hit
So
it
that one will
right in its
be
head.
for 7 damage. Extra attack for 19.
Hits.
So that'll be 7 7 plus 5 for 12 damage.
12 damage. This thing is now bloodied.
And then bonus action flurry of blows. So 2 extra attacks using a key point.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20! 28.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Okay. Oh my god, so that's 13.
It's still up, but barely. It's wobbling around. Its spider legs are
And
about to
then-
collapse underneath.
Final hit 18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
For a total of 8 damage.
All right, 8 damage.
So just like Luffy from One Piece just pummeling this guy, like, how could you betray my trust?
And you pummel it to death. It collapsed under the weight of all of your blows.
Yeah.
What an epic way. I just see like the Gatlin pistol, his Gatlin pistol thing, and that's just...
I feel like
Yup.
Lucky's just watching in disbelief, honestly. Just like, oh shit.
Okay, Luke.
He's happy, but
happy that Luke sees that they went down. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Sorry, there was a food handoff, and I had to turn off the mic to say thank you and everything. So sorry about that. But Luke would, seeing how tired Deidre is, would really try to like not push her aside, but almost like pull her aside, and again force his way into the sphere to see if he can take control.
Okay. Deidre, make a Constitution save at disadvantage. And Luke,
no.
go ahead and
Okay.
make a Constitution check.
Oh, thank God,
That'll be a
21.
3.
So, Luke, you take control.
Oh, no,
Deidre, you feel separated from this, and your body becomes your own, because you felt all of the battles taking place as if they were on your body. Every step, every attack, every blow was like a hit to your body. Through this space, Luke, you are now connected to the ship as a whole, and you feel it is extraordinarily depleted as it approaches the ground. They have literally drove this thing as hard as possible.
Can I see any building or any like place of importance? Because if we're still getting, I don't want to slow down. Then I want to wreck this thing.
There.
What's on it?
Go ahead and make a perception
What's
check.
on it, apparently?
Make a what?
A perception check to see if you can see any landmarks or anything.
All right. That's gonna be 24.
There
Or
is
maybe an area with other FeyJammers.
there is no landmarks, and everything seems surprisingly abandoned. There's no spelljammers in the air. There's no colonies on the ground. This is definitely where they wanted to come, but there's no signs of life on the planet.
Okay, so have you guys ever seen that one movie with Denzel Washington where he like lands the plane by like turning it upside down and everything like that? No one else could do it in all simulations. I don't want to do something like that, but I definitely don't want to like land the FeyJammer aggressively. But I am gonna also do like a little bit of a crash landing. I want to jar all of the Neogi, like the Neogi on my like up there on the top, Neogi B and all those hatchlings. I want those fuckers to go flying off of the boat when I land on the ground. You know,
Well, how are we gonna leave if we break this jammer?
It's already depleted. We're not going nowhere.
Deidre is just having her hand over the little Neogi on her shoulder.
All right, so Luke, you set a crash course.
We're
Rhoda?
destroying the ship, right? My understanding, real quick, we're destroying the ship, right?
That seems to be the current plan.
Yep.
From Lucifer's perspective, this thing has no gas, and we definitely don't know how to refill it.
The thing does emit a lot of necrotic energy, and it is not emitting nearly as much as it used to be emitting.
I'm gonna yell out while I notice what Lucifer's doing. It will be easier to refuel this than rebuild it if we crash it on the planet full of spider thingies.
And that's why Lucifer's gonna go for like a hard soft landing. He's not gonna like try to wreck it, you know, but see what? Listen. What Lucifer wants to do is he wants to throw these guys that way. You know, he wants to throw them off that direction. So if he can land with a level of force that kind of like rocks everything, but still doesn't utterly destroy the ship, that's what Lucifer's going for.
It's yep. It's a good course of action. I like it. The ship is currently on that course, and Brodo, it is currently your turn.
Hey, looks like we're gonna crash anyway, Rodo. Wanna take two Neogis down a couple notches?
Very likely, yes. What am I casting at these things? That's interesting, and I haven't used it yet.
Oh no. As long as it's not shatter on the apple placed in front of Deirdre's door.
Yes, I wonder what ever happened to that door in that house.
I plead the fifth at this point.
Someday we'll go back and find out.
We will.
We will figure out whatever happened. Like, nobody's at fault for that, okay? Nobody's at fault. And if they are, they already paid basically everything they had. and O's about twice as much as they had.
I'm not saying anything.
All right. I cast a spell.
What spell do you cast?
Unbeknownst to the Neogi, I am casting Faithful Hound.
What does that do?
Good
Right?
question.
So Faithful Hound allows me. Let me bring this up again. Where is it? I conjure a phantom watchdog in an unoccupied space that I can see within range. And it will remain there for the duration until I dismiss it or until I move 100 feet away. It is invisible to all creatures except for me, and it cannot be harmed. When a small or larger creature breaks like the 30-foot threshold around it without first speaking the password that I specify, which I am not telling anyone what it is, it starts barking to alert me. It can see invisible creatures and can see into the ethereal plane, and it completely ignores illusions.
Oh.
At the start of each of my turns, the hound is going to bite a creature within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, I think I don't know if that's going to trigger on the casting turn. I had to use my action to cast it.
Let's see. Use your action to cast it.
Yeah. So it's no longer the start of my turn. So people know I cast something. Nobody knows what it is. Well, I mean, maybe if they know magic, they know what it is. But I don't know where it is.
I've given you an icon so that you can track with it.
Or, in good Roto fashion, maybe his spell just fizzled.
Fizzle, fizzle, pop, pop. Plucky,
We don't know.
Plucky, it's your turn.
Okay. So I have no plan. Except for... What would you say this giant... The crow's nest is made out of?
The mast is made of... It's pretty much wood. It's all wood.
Wood.
Let me think. Which I should have been doing the entire time.
Thinking is hard, though.
I like how everybody just goes along
That's
and
such a
says,
relatable
yes, we should go with the Neogi. It's a solid strategy, and I applaud.
I'm sorry.
No one invades Lucifer's mind.
I'm sorry.
Except
Luke
Pixel
thought
Lily.
he could trust them.
Except Pixel Lily.
Okay, I know what I
don't
want to
see
do.
Pixel Lily here right now, so.
Okay, this
Wait
is
a
what I'm
minute.
gonna do. I'm gonna cast heat metal because it looks like what they're standing on is metal. Am I correct?
I'm good to say there's metal bits in that crow's nest, yeah.
So I want to use heat metal on the crow's nest.
Okay, does it have a... Does it have a... How big of a metal can you heat? Where does it say? Yeah,
Just has to be something in range, it looks like.
you can... You can,
Constitution of 14.
you can heat up that. It's like something the size of medium or heavy armor, so that falls in that range. Con save, you said?
Yep, a 14.
All right, let's do A and then C. A fails and C fails. All right, go ahead
so
and
let's
roll
see.
damage.
11.
All right, 11 damage for one. And 11 damage for the other.
And then,
Okay, what do you
let's see, a bonus action. I'm gonna use Unsettling Word. Maybe, let me think. Oh yeah. I'm gonna look at. What to do? Am I within 60 feet of Neogi?
Let's say yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and say, "Hey, I'm gonna finish what I started yesterday." And then I roll a bardic inspiration die. Creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn.
All right.
So what is a 1d6? So I'm gonna
Go ahead and roll. What you get?
2.
All right. That's my little mark to make sure it has -2. And Plucky, that should be good for you.
Yay!
These things on their turn, which is now, will get off the hot metal plate. So A first, and what does that do? How much is the nip?
For the heat metal?
No,
Or-
Roto has a. If they're getting out of dodge of the heat metal. Roto's thing goes off and it leaves its range, I believe. Correct?
The barking will go off if they enter the 30-foot radius around it.
Okay.
But that's just the barking.
Okay. It doesn't. It doesn't attack if it leaves the range.
I don't believe so. And looking at the spell description, I don't know that it moves either. So this may have been an entire waste of my 4th level spell slot. Oh well.
It climbs down, and it is, what did we say, about 20 feet up. So it takes 20 feet of climb movement, and it starts heading back that way. But it can't quite get to you yet. The same thing here. And 20, so they're at the edge of the platform, but the hound is barking. The hound of hell, she barks.
Okay.
The other Neogi looks like it's getting ready to jump off the ship. And the hatchlings follow.
Off the ship?
Off the ship.
Okay.
As soon as it
Off
it's-
the ship.
As soon as it seems reasonable to do so, as it closes in on the ground.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are on a crash course.
The other hatchlings just go over towards the edge. 2 follow B. Deidre, 2 have seemed to taken a liking to you and are just there. And the other 2 start heading towards the other edge.
Guys,
my turn
I
now.
think we might want to not be heading towards the place anymore.
And Deidre, it's your turn after the Neogi.
Alright, does this be hatchling wants to stay?
Hatchling A and B don't seem to hold any ill will towards you. They seem to be going towards you for protection.
Oh, they did imprint on you.
If we keep them,
Just
I will
those
have
2.
that.
I pick up hatchling B. Okay. Well, that was a lot. I don't think our FeyJammer is gonna last too long, guys.
Do you do anything else?
The one who hit her is already dead. So, to do. I nudge the 2 behind my head. Get behind my hair.
And they do. They get ready. They take you up on your protection offer.
Alright. Let me double check. Yep. I cast Frostbite on Neogi B.
All right. Frostbite is con save.
Yep, con save DC 15.
He fails.
Awesome sauce. 8.
8 damage, and he is slowed a bit, yes? So you can see that his joints, he's still getting ready to jump, but he doesn't look as nimble as he did a minute ago.
Luke, get ready to turn this thing.
Luke, it feels like these things are on your nose.
And at that sneeze or whatever, he presses down even harder. That causes it to kind of go into a nosedive.
So the effect of a nosedive in a spelljammer, right? The gravity plane maintains a constant presence, so everybody's feet are still flat on the floor, but everybody has this clear view of the ground fast approaching.
Oh no!
Pull up on it real quick, but just like one of those quick like sneezes where you do like a quick dip down, like a quick like 2-second dip down, like a real quick correct while still trying to crash it.
You are still currently on a crash course.
I am still currently on a crash course. However, I'm gonna look back and hold on, I need to measure something real quick.
And also I have my turn.
Okay. And then he's gonna like point a hand back at Proto and Plucky, and you guys are gonna see 20 feet of like cacti and like different plants and everything shoot up from the ground as he casts Entangle. And he's gonna be like, oh shit. Didn't mean to do that, just meant to brace for impact.
It's good, Luke. That's a good thing.
Alright, strength saves.
This will be a swing.
And that's good because these things ain't too strong. So 1 fail. And 2 fail. They are entangled.
Woo!
I think I'm getting the hang of this magic thing, though.
Save for his turn.
Alright.
Let me give you a lesson next time.
Rhoda, these things are entangled in these weeds that have just popped up in what might be the first time that you've ever seen Lucifer use such magics.
Yay, Lucifer!
Lucky still just doesn't believe what's going on.
Bucky
He's like,
and Rhoda see the ground still somewhat approaching. Not as quickly, not as nosedivey, but it's still coming.
I don't think there's anything that will fix that. Alright, we're gonna drop Chromatic Orb at 2nd level at Neogi A.
Oh, that is an attack roll, I believe, yes.
It is.
And what does your chromatic orb consist of?
That
That hits, by the way.
It is a 15, and we're gonna say it's cold damage.
Okay. The 15 hits.
Uh, 15 points of cold damage.
15 points of cold damage. So the chromatic orb takes shape as an ice ball and slams into it. This thing is quivering again. And Plucky, you see this thing almost close to death as well. A good hit could potentially take it out.
I have like a sly smile on my face.
What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Shatter right in between the two of them.
That is probably the best use of Shatter we've had so far.
It's also at a place where it won't destroy anything besides them.
Don't
Or
worry.
my knife.
The ship is currently on a path to destroy itself. Don't worry about that.
Alrighty, It's a 14 Constitution save.
Okay, first one fails. A fails. No need to subtract anything. And the other one fails with a 13. So how much damage are we doing?
Let's find out, folks. It is 9 points of damage.
Which is enough to kill A. Not C, though. C does look bloodied up as the fight continues.
Hey, I've been specifically targeting A, so Plucky is very proud of himself. Hey, guys, I figured out the spell.
You did. It is a big burst as this thing dies.
And it's very loud, too.
Lucky.
We have to remember that every time this spell gets used, it's just a loud shattering noise.
There is a lot of noise on this. There's a barking dog, there's explosions, there's screams. This Spelljammer is chaos beyond
This is
control.
music to Lucifer's ears. He's laughing as he's hurling towards the ground.
And
People are all gonna die. Lucifer's just like, yeah, let's go!
Oh, he's like, and this is why I was born.
I don't want to die!
Neogi C is going to make a strength check against the vines to see if he can get out.
I'll be right back up.
And Luke, he cannot. So your vine holds this Neogi. The other Neogi jumps.
Oh.
And
Can I roll a luck roll to see if we squish them?
yes.
Cool. High we do, low we don't. What was a motherfucking 15?
So it jumps, and it jumps into the dragon's mouth.
Yes!
It doesn't quite get off, and it has that bug on a windshield effect where you hear a splat, and you can feel this connected to the Spelljammer as you are. You get bug in mouth, and you get the sensation of taste as it hits into your mouth.
Oh, gross. But since something died on it, does that give the boat or the FeyJammer a little bit more juice?
Yeah, but not a lot.
Does it?
Not a lot.
Enough to ram it a little bit harder into the ground? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Damn, ignore me. Go on to the next person. Ignore me. Go on to the next person. Ignore me. Go on to the next person.
The next person is Deidre. Actually, and then these things crawl somewhere too.
I take Lucifer's hand. Pull up!
No! Oh!
Please, we are going to die!
Which is funny that you say that. Do you do anything else on your turn, Deidre?
Oh no.
Deidre tries to get hold of the Spelljammer, and
Do you try to steal it
I
off of
imagine-
Luke?
yep, to pull up.
Okay, so what happens when people try to steal Spelljammers off each other? Luke, make a
Oh, no.
Constitution saving throw, and Deidre make a Constitution
Oh.
check.
It's a nat 1.
She can still roll under
That's
a 7.
20!
So
Can I
you
push her away though? Can I use my strength and just like naturally push her face away?
so here's what's gonna happen as a result of this.
Just, oh.
Luke, you disconnect from it, and Deidre, you attach to it. But there's not really a lot of time to do anything as the ship hits hard into the ground. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw as
what
the
did I
gravity
come back
plane
to?
starts to shatter and quake. The ship just hit ground.
What did I just come
What
back
happened,
to?
Ted?
Oh, I
That's
just got back to the bathroom.
14. We have made
25.
Welcome back.
25.
Plucky, welcome back.
25. I got a
Is Plucky
25.
the only
What's
one that
going on?
saved? Where's Roto? What did not Roto?
no.
Where's Blue? What did Blue get?
No.
Roto didn't.
Where did Bloop get?
Luke got 14.
Luke, Plucky, and Bloop managed to stay somewhat hard, and they don't get hit as hard. The ship has crashed into the ground at a high rate of speed.
Oh God! I thought we might have had like at least
anybody who got
rounds.
that's tremendously good. 5 ones. 5 ones on that.
That's so good. Oh my God.
Oh.
Anybody that got under a 15 takes 9 points of damage and is tossed onto the ground from this. Anybody who got 15 and higher take 4 points of damage. You're jostled, but on the remains of the ship. And
Oh, I didn't realize my health. Wow, it's not that bad.
the ship has landed hard amongst rock pillars in a somewhat clear opening. There are trees. There are pillars of rock sticking straight up. There is a stream that you saw as the group was crash landing, but the group is alive. The Neogis are dead. The Spelljammer is currently inoperable, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
Oh God!
Great.
We're
Listen.
marooned. We are
Everything we've
marooned.
been through never looked good, but we still got out of it, okay?
We're marooned potentially on a
So
Neogi-infested moon.
You saved. Luke, you did not. Place yourself where you think you landed. Lucky, you saved. Oh, by the way, that's the front of the ship. That's the dragon head of the ship.
Ooh.
I like it. I like it. It look good, man. It look good.
Is it a red dragon? Is it a solar dragon?
It is not a solar dragon. I can say that with confidence.
Okay.
So the party is violently tossed from the ship. The Neogis are dead. The planet is unknown. The Spelljammer is inoperable. Bloop, you hold a necklace which points out into a distant place that you might have approached had circumstances gone different. But the party is now on this rock, in this jungle. Who knows what will happen next? The Rock of Brawl is insanely far away.
Well,
that
we're
seems-
now on the fourth moon of Endor, and we're going to be attacked by little teddy bears.
It could be. The
Yeah.
teddy bears might not be little in this, though.
Oh no!
Oh, shoot.
Why are we
That,
talking about teddy bears?
that seems to be a good place to call it.
Oh, I knew you were going to say
Yeah.
that. It is a good place,
You
though.
did it again, DM. You did it again.
Might
I'm so sorry.
I cannot ever predict. Well, I kind of can, but it's given the option between going along with the Neogi or fighting the Neogi. I'm always surprised. Like the two that were under the charm effect, I get, but the others, bravo on your choices. I love it.
I wanted to fight them. I thought I was going to
I'm
blow it up
sorry,
and kill it. It looked like a bad.
And you're welcome.
All right, so now that we've been properly Gilligan Islands, Roto definitely sees himself as the professor. Nothing against you, Plucky, but I definitely see you as the millionaire.
I could see that. I could see that.
I
Who's
feel
Lucifer?
like
Come on.
Lucifer goes pretty good with the skipper.
Yeah.
Now,
I think
that leaves a
Gilligan.
limited number of roles for Dee Dee and Bloop. Does one of you feel Gilligan-y more than the other?
I
I
say
like-
Bloop.
I say
I say
Bloop
Bloop
feels
is more like
100%
Gilligan-y.
more Gilligan-y.
Yep.
And though it's not, the relationship isn't there, but probably Dee Dee is the millionaire's wife character.
I feel like Dee Dee and Rhoda are the only two people that can actually talk sense into Plucky, though. So I guess that works.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, guys, find me some coconuts and make it a radio.
I have not seen Gilligan in about like 2 years at this point.
You know
Only
that's
2
okay.
years?
I watch old stuff. I listen to the Fallout radio for fun.
You are on
yeah.
a 3-hour tour that went
3-hour
horribly,
tour.
horribly wrong.
Or
Yeah, 3 hours turns into like 3 years, I think.
Yep.
I'm sure we will not be on this place for 3 years.
I've had a pistol
Oh,
pack
God, I
and mama
hope
stuck in
not.
my head all day.
What's it? Let's Go Sunning's has been popping in and out of my head. Or I'm tickled pink.
I
as well.
mean,
Listen, I bet you will be off of this rock in an episode to 2 episodes.
Can I,
God, I
can,
hope so.
can I make a wage? Am I allowed to participate in the wagering?
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, but you
Please.
cannot change things to make your wager come true.
I will take everything you say to heart.
For the love of God, Plecky, you think I planned that far in advance?
No.
Maybe.
I think you plan enough to know what we're starting to do.
I do have an idea of what is, was, and will be here. That being said, I don't know how long you guys will be here.
Look, I'm just going to throw out there that if we were to be stuck here and Roto could somehow become king of a small group of natives on this planet, he wouldn't necessarily object to that.
So we're gonna do, actually we've switched to Lord of the Flies.
Yep.
There
One
will
of your
be a
subjects are
British hippo
little-
gift that comes and saves you eventually.
What
All
if
right.
your subjects are like spider eel things?
Oh, for
I'll
the
be honest,
record,
I would rather a bunch of spider eel things than 12 plucky British boys. Like, I'll take the eels any day.
you guys are no longer in the
Oh.
astral sea. Congratulations.
What?
All right.
I didn't even
Okay,
know.
okay.
There's one
Okay, I think I figured out.
Thank you,
I think I
DM.
figured out. Oh,
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead, teacher.
I looked up Gilligan's Island's characters. I think Dee Dee, Weemore, Marianne.
Marianne?
I didn't want to stick you in the Marianne role, but yes, I absolutely think Deirdre is Marianne.
I hate to say it, but the millionaire is probably best choice for Plucky. I hate to say
Yeah.
it, but
The only other choice for Plucky is Ginger. I would like to make that clear.
I don't really remember her too much.
She's the movie
Ginger's
star.
the movie star.
The movie star.
No, Plucky's way more the movie star. Plucky's way more the movie star.
There you go. There we have our Ginger.
So this is a very different Ginger versus Mary Ann question from here on out, just so everybody's aware.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys. Fantastic night as always, and I'll see y'all again in a week. I will see you again in a week.
Yeah.
See you all in a
Everybody
week.
have a very
Great one.
enjoyable
Okay,
evening.
see you then.
Rose Island.
Hey, have a great evening, you guys. Thank you so much, DM.
Thank you,
Flip side.
DM.
Thank
Thank you,
DM.
and I'm
See you
sorry, and you're welcome.
I love each and every one of your play styles. Pure
All right, good night,
chaos.
everybody.
Bye,
Good night,
guys.
everybody.